Good morning, y'all. Oh yeah, new shirt goofing. I'm gonna say goodbye to the shirt right here, but it's 6:52. You see all my stuff over there? It's nice when you have another bed. You can put stuff all over. I did tell them I'm by myself, so I don't know. I didn't get a king bed, but that's okay. I like to have another bed, that's fine. And this is literally enough for me. I don't really need a king bed. Anyway, it's 6:52. My amazing trail angel was going to pick me up at 9. I asked, can I do 9:30? I am not really in a rush to hike today, mainly because, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm kind of sandwiched between the tramily. Somewhere's ahead, Boss Bay and Bird Caller behind. They're 2 days behind, which makes it just like I can't really do 2 zeros, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if I can try to only hike 22 miles per day. And then maybe if they hike more than 22 each day for a while, they'll catch up. I don't know, but I need to do 22 in order to maintain the goal of getting there by the end of August. Anywho, 22 miles is like easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I am gonna see if I can find a coffee right now, a cup of coffee. Wanted to show you the aftermath of what a shirt looks like. So this was the original collar, and then it gets really dirty right here, and then of course you have the dark. This is actually pretty clean. I guess when I washed it would done, but this is so dirty, but cleaner than it's been for a long time. And then of course I have all them holes right there, and funny enough, this shirt turned like 3 sizes larger. It just really stretched out and just wasn't like beneficial anymore, and I got holes everywhere. Mountain Laurel asked me if I was gonna send this home. I don't think so, because like I wouldn't even ever wear it. Like it's just disgusting. So anyway, bye shirt. So bye. All right, I'm just being a little slow today, but that's okay because I still have at least an hour until my shuttle picks me up, and I'm gonna just try to take today kind of easy walking. Anyway, there's another fire, of course, near Crater Lake, something like Diamond Lake. I don't really know if you can walk around it. Far Out made some sort of comment, like in Far Out there's a comment about it. Something about a road, 138. I tried to look at Gaia. I don't know. I'll have to look. Maybe if I get around somewhere, the hiker, then maybe she has an idea. But for now, that's still 100 and some miles away. So what's really kind of interesting is, so if I were to do like 30 miles a day, which I'm not going to, then I would be in Bend, Oregon in like 8 or 9 days. I resupplied for 5 days, but what's kind of neat is I'm looking at Far Out, and it's almost like we are going to be in the Shenandoah part of the PCT. There are a lot of resorts that are either on trail, or not far at all. So I will probably be doing some breakfasts and lunches at resorts, and they have campgrounds with showers. So that's kind of exciting, because that means I can probably be on trail all the way until at least where the fire is. There is a town somewhere near there. I don't know that much. My process of learning is a lot of times I expose myself to it for a little bit, then I step away from it because otherwise it's information overload. Then I get more information and more and more. I don't try to get all the information at once because A lot of times it's too much information, and everybody knows that you generally can't grasp a 100% of the information that you receive. As a dance instructor, I know that my students learn about 20% of the stuff that I'm telling them, so I have to repeat myself often because stuff just doesn't stick, and that's normal. That's how humans work. So anyway, I did educate myself on how far everything is, where the fire is, and the fact that I am going to be able to have some cool stops when it comes to lunches, dinners and breakfasts, and that I get to participate, that there'll be opportunity to take showers and such on campgrounds. It's pretty exciting. So very much like how the Shenandoah on the AT work, only on the, anyway. So, but want to show you some things that I upgraded or did with regard to what's, my gear and stuff. So my dirty water bottle looks like this. And Somewhere the hiker recently used my water bottle because she didn't have water. And she did say to me that it's probably time to change out my water bottle. I was like, she can be so you know what I mean? So I got a new water bottle. Look, it looks so bit different. It looks so shiny. And I did the same thing for my regular drinking bottle. So this is the normal one. And I got a new clear one. So yeah, when Somewhere was like, perhaps it's time that you get a new bottle, I was like, okay, fine. This is all my food. I've got a bunch of bars. I went to a unique grocery store yesterday. I've never had anything like this. So I'm excited to try out some different things. This is normal stuff. But there's some new bars like this, or this. I have no idea what it tastes like, but good. I loved these on the AT, so I got some for this hiking part. I got a cookie. I like cookies. This was some dehydrated zucchinis that we got while we were on the reroute. Some farmer's son gave us some dry zucchinis. They're so good. Mashed potato extravaganza. I like the 4 cheese one. I started to cold soak some oatmeal for the morning. Boom. I got some chips with the hint of lime. This is really good when you cold soak your rice. I've got bacon bits. I got refried dehydrated beans. This is a breakfast that Bougie gave me. This is biscuits and gravy from his mama. Mama Chef made it. And then some onions. These really make things taste really good. And then I got some cheese and some salami. All my drinking stuff like electrolytes, coffee, and hot chocolate. And that's really it.
Yeah, at some point there's a nice spigot.
On the road again, literally. This is a half a mile of a road walk until you get back to the PCT. I mean, this is the PCT. It's just, you gotta road walk it. So, what is the plan today? Not much of a plan. There is a plan. I saw a comment in one of the Trail Angel sites that there will be some trail magic tomorrow around 10:30 at a particular mile marker. And that's really what I'm aiming for. Tomorrow's trail magic. And that should be fitting right into my mileage, actually. Because I think I'm at around, what am I at? 17, 19 right now. And I think the trail magic is gonna be at 1760 something. Huh. Maybe I'll need to hike a little bit more mileage to actually get there in the morning. I don't know. I'll have to look at that again. So yeah, it's 43 miles from here. I thought I was gonna have to take it easy, but I'm getting a trail magic somehow. Also, I'm not gonna have any water for the next 10 miles, and that's okay because I have 2.5 liters of water. Okay, back on the trail. Just met a hiker who missed the last water source, so he has to go back 2 miles. I was like, how much water you need? He's like, I drink a lot, because it's, 10 miles. Because I could have given him half a liter or something. And then there were some puddles, and I was like, well, there's puddles right here. And he's like, nah, I don't filter my water, so I was like, you want to use my filter? He's like, no. So I don't know. I don't really get the whole not filtering the water. I know that a lot of people do it and they are just fine, but I don't know. If I had the choice of having to walk back 2 miles or filter and puddle water, I probably would go with the filtering of the puddle water. Just saying. So I've recently learned that any kind of cluster berry is something you can eat. And I'm seeing a bunch of cluster berries. I can't really get them off without crumbling in my fingers, so I guess I shall not eat these here cluster berries. Well, hello. River Crossin. Well, how are you doing? Look at this little one right here. Just so tiny. Excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am. Ooh, she gone. Okay, so I looked at some more comments and far out. Looks like it's 2 different people who are gonna do trail magic. So different people are doing trail magic today, and then tomorrow, that's the one I really want because it has burgers. Burgers! So I guess I'm gonna hike a minimum of 23 miles today. Maybe more because the burgers. It would be great to get to the burgers like at noon tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to calculate how many miles I should do today to make it a comfortable hike to the burgers. This girl right here is motivated by food. So what else do I have to look forward to, right? I mean, I have a fire to look forward to. My trail family is behind. I don't know. See? Burgers. So far, I've passed 5 hikers, which is really exciting. Not the passing, but just that there are other hikers. One fellow German whose husband watches me. Her name is Pop-Tart. And her husband had to go back home to work. So hi, husband. I think she's hiking with a guy named either First Gear or One Gear. I don't recall. So something gear. And then of course the hiker who didn't have water, and then an older gentleman, and just now a lady who was getting water at the water source. I still have enough water until next water source, but I think I'm gonna eat my lunch. I have some treats today. I have like some blueberries that I have left from yesterday, a pear. I love pears. I prefer pears over apples. I like apples, but pears are my favorite. And then I did some cold soaking of some rice, trying to see how these recipes work, because I am contemplating on just, doing cold soaking only, but I'm still working on kind of like if it's enjoyable enough for me. Just did a little lunch. I did hear from Boss Bay, so they will just do an in and out of Ashland tomorrow. So that's actually really good news. So, and being that I'm not really planning to do 30s today or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. They should, because I know they be crushing those miles. I know they want to like do a lot of miles and miles. So I think they should be able to catch up, which is kind of good news. Not kind of, really good news actually. What a lovely water source. It is 5 p.m. I've hiked like 19.2 miles. I checked the water situation. There is like one of those resorts called the Hyatt Resort, but that restaurant closes at 7. Definitely not gonna make it. And there's some water concerns, so I have to probably hike another 6.6 miles to make sure I have water. Well, such is life. So I guess it'll be a 25-mile day, 26, 25, 26, something like that. But that will reduce how many miles I have for Trail Magic. So that's actually pretty good. Today has just been kind of blah day. Really nothing special when it comes to scenery. I mean, there were a few shots that I took that you saw. Pretty. It was very pretty. Oh, we're in blow-down country again. Anywho, I also feel kind of like uninspired right now. I guess the whole, what's the word? Adrenaline from the reroute. I was so excited. That was such an adventure. That kind of faded. And then, of course, my Tramalia is behind by 2 days, so I missed them. Now, I know some of you will be like, why don't you just wait for your Tramalia then? Well, because then that would affect my hike. Meaning, like, I would have to wait 2 days for them. And these would be 2 forced days. I would have to spend money on those 2 days. I would have to just sit there for 2 days. And it wasn't really my choice, you know, or I wasn't part of their 2 zeros that they took in Shasta. And that's totally okay. I'm not even like complaining about that. Like, I mean, everybody should do what they want to do. And that was their family. They should be with their family. But essentially, like, what I'm going to do in the meantime, you know, I had to keep moving. Like, I was just going to hang out in the hotel for 2 days by myself. No. You know, I took an opportunity to hike with somewhere. And then we did the reroute. And then I'm glad we were together when there was this fire thing. But now, you know, I don't know where somewhere is. She's somewhere. But also, my family is behind and Bougie is gone from the trail. It just feels all kind of sad. But I guess this might be the start of something new. It feels like it. You know, you're in a new state. Everybody is gone. So this might be the new beginning of something else. In Far Out, forgive my language, but that's a Far Out comment. It says, whole ass river so flowing well. I forgot about it. That is great because now it takes away that pressure of having to have to make it there. River Crossin. The appeal of a picnic table. I could have just camped because I had enough water, but there's a campground that has water and a picnic table, and that's really what I'm going for. I'll have hiked 26 miles, and I'm about 1.1 miles from this here picnic table right there. All right, directions where to go down this gravel road. All right, y'all. So what happened was I'm walking to the campground and these awesome people are coming in some, I don't know if it's like a cart, like a golf cart or what it is. And they're like, hey, we've got trail magic. And I remember I saw a sign, but I didn't know where to go. Like, I know it had arrows and everything, but I didn't know. So they're like, yeah, we have trail magic. And then they drove me to an area where there are other hikers, which is so nice because that way I'm not gonna camp by myself. I don't mind camping by myself, but it's so much nicer to have people around. And then they are gonna bring me like a burger, a hot dog, and a Coca-Cola. Like, that just made the day so much better. Hey!
I don't remember what it's called.
I'm here with these lovely, wonderful other hikers. We've got Grace.
Yes.
We've got Mash.
Yeah.
Yes. And I never got you guys' names. Who
Grits.
are you? Grits?
Clementine.
Oh, cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. And apparently there's this wonderful couple of our subscribers, and he happens to have a YouTube as well. What's
Yes.
your YouTube?
I think it's Moving Forward 5599. I think is how you'd search for it. But if you just search for Moving Forward, I think you'll get too much. That comes up.
Yeah.
That comes up in a lot of video titles and everything.
Moving Forward
I
5599.
believe, yeah.
And are you doing daily, weekly, monthly?
My videos are cover about every 3 days
Nice.
because that's about all that's the length and that's the size of video I want to upload. So about
Nice.
every 3 days, yeah. But
Perfect.
We've covered all the way from the beginning of the trail, so.
Check them out.
Fun, guys. All right. Enjoy your night. I'll be back probably one more time unless I find another hiker.